In this video, I'm going to show you how to load in this specific Excel file into an R script or an R notebook. I'm specifically going to be doing this in Jupyter Notebook with Anaconda, but you can do this in any IDE that you need, including RStudio. So for this, I'm going to come open up a new notebook. And the first thing that I need to do is load in a package called ReadXL. So if you don't have this package yet, you can do install.packages ReadXL. And so it's installing this package in now. And you can see it now installed that package. That will install the package. Then what we need to do is load the package. So we're going to do library ReadXL, and that's going to load the package in. Now we're ready to actually import in our data. So what we are going to use is the function called read_XL. And then we're going to have our parentheses here, and we can read in this file. Now, because you can see that our notebook is right here, this is obviously in the same folder as our notebook. All we need to do is put in the file name, so mpg.xlsx. So in here, in quotations, I'm going to do mpg.xlsx and run it. And now you can see that this is giving me the data in here. But right now I can't really do anything with this data unless I want to call this function every single time. So what I instead need to do is set this to a variable. So I'm going to shorten this, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say df for data frame is equal to, and paste that in, readxl mpg.xlsx and run it. So now if I call df, you can see that I can see the data frame here. And if I said like df manufacturer, I can see the data here for that. So that's how you can now start working with this data and using this data. And this is all you really need to do if your file is in the same folder. But what if it's not in the same folder? So what I did as an example is I put this same Excel file in a folder under my downloads. So you can see that this one's under my documents, tutorials, and this folder is under my downloads. So it's not even in the same folder. So what I can do then instead is now I need to give this function the full file path and not just the name of the file. So if you right click on your file, wherever it is, you can say copy as path. And when I do that, I can say df2, and I'm going to use just a different way to set a variable here. You can use this backwards arrow instead. And I'm going to do read_XL parentheses, and then I'm going to paste. And when you paste, it's automatically going to include the quotations here. But what you're going to see is right now, since we have backslashes in our path, it is escaping out the next letter. So this is essentially escaping out the U, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. So all we need to do to actually get this to run, so if I tried to run this right now, you're going to see this is basically giving me an error here, which is what you would expect. And so what you need to do is change all your backslashes to forward slashes. And you're going to see that that orange is now going away because it's no longer escaping that character. And you're just going to do it for all of them. And now if you run it, it doesn't error. And if you do this, it's giving you the exact same data as above. So that's how to import any Excel file that you have, whether it's in the folder of your notebook or not. I do suggest putting them in the folder that your notebook is in, though, just to keep everything cleaner as well. If you're interested in more art tutorials, I will leave a few up on the screen here. And I hope that you will like this video if it was helpful and subscribe to this channel for more tutorials. And I hope to see you in the next video.